Welcome back to the Sneaker Division, guys. It is Jeremy Cash.
And it's my buddy Pat.
It's my buddy Pat. Today we got a little bit of history and we got 4 different pairs of Air Force Ones to show you guys. Originally, Air Force Ones were released in 1982.
1982. They were done by a designer named Bruce Kilgore.
And it is also the very first basketball shoe to ever include the air technology,
yep.
which is like just
technology.
Literally a little
air
tiny
pocket cushion.
Exactly. That goes right in the heel, I believe, right?
Yes.
Anytime you hear like Air Max or any of that kind of stuff, that's got the air technology built into it. So you said originally there was 6 basketball players who were wearing this?
Yeah, back in 1983. By like 1983, there was 6 main NBA players in the league that were rocking
the Air Force Ones. Like
Ones.
before they came out. Like, so these weren't even released to public yet, but these guys were playing basketball. So we had 2 guys from LA Lakers, right?
Yeah.
And so there's one named Jamal Wilkes.
Wilkes.
We got Michael Cooper. Okay, and then we got Bobby Jones with the 76ers and Moses Malone also with the 76ers.
Yeah.
And then we got 2 more with the Trailblazers, right?
Yep.
So Calvin Nat, I think, is one of them, and the other one, I think it's pronounced Michael. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Michael, but it's spelled really weird.
Yeah. Mychael, or A-L.
Yeah, Michael Thompson. You said that in '85, I guess a shop in Baltimore? Or
It was
a couple
3.
shops?
There's about 3 different retailers in Baltimore that were picking up 2 different colorways. They came out with 2 specific colorways.
Okay.
And one was a chocolate brown, and the other one was a royal blue.
And then they sold out instantly, you said?
Literally, as they say, and what I was looking up through the history was that literally when they dropped these, they had ended up selling out.
So
just gone.
And this is back in '85, so like that was
Yeah.
literally before I was born. I mean, you got to consider too, like the shoe game or the sneaker game wasn't like crazy like it is today. So for it to be selling out like that back then, that's pretty good. And then back in '02, that's whenever Nelly came out with the Air Force One song that basically kind of immortalized Air Force Ones, and I don't think they're ever going to go away. So
Yeah.
but anyways, that's a little bit of the history. Let's get into the actual pairs we got. All the ones that we're going to be going through today are all lows. They do offer Air Force One mids, Air Force One highs, and you said what?
They have extra highs.
I've never seen those.
Must have been old school.
But okay, so these are just the plain whites. These are
Now, just the plain white 07 colorways.
And so the difference for the 07s that we looked up is that's the very first time they ever used the Brea. I think it was called that. But that's this little shoe jewelry that they have right here. I guess until 07 they didn't actually include that shoe jewelry. But yeah, this is just a plain white. This is obviously perfect to customize. But these are, I mean, just classic. Or you can just keep them white on white.
Very nice white.
Yeah.
You can keep them nice and clean.
Yeah.
You can literally almost rock these with anything. White goes with almost anything.
It even says since '82.
Nice.
Bottoms, everything, the whole thing is just white on white on white on white on white on white. But it's beautiful. It's got the silver shoe jewelry too. So it looks great. You could also just make this pop just by adding some new shoelaces too, like some nice green or some red or anything like that.
Shoelaces,
yeah. All right, let's get into the next one.
Next pair we got are the Air Force One 07 Pacific Blues.
All right. These are a little more colorful, obviously. Instantly off the bat, I like the double swoosh. Like it's got like this red swoosh and then the white swoosh right over the top.
Well, so this red outer border on the swoosh here is an homage to the older pairs of Nikes.
Okay.
Like, so before the 07s really actually started really coming out with the little bray at the front here.
La Bray, that's what it was. La Bray.
With that, the bray up the front, they had that extra little paneling around the Nike swoosh on all the older pairs. So that's what this is. It's not anything too special.
Yeah.
This is just literally to the homage to the old school Nike Air Force Ones.
I like the bottom a lot too. I like the clear translucent bottom. Like again, I've said that before.
This outsole is pretty
previous
awesome.
videos. So yeah, this outsole is nice. And then I mean, again, even these, like where the color is, you can easily customize these too if you really wanted to. You could add some more color to them. You could add some, Super Saiyans freaking flying around and pretend like the blue is you're in the sky and the clouds.
Background. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like you can do a whole bunch of different things with this. So I mean, really anything. But
yeah,
I like them, dude. I like the leather's nice and clean.
I like it. It's the premium quality leather. Get a nice little crackle finish on the white, and then the blue's got that nice finish to it where it's nice and shiny.
Yeah.
Nice
like
and
a glossy.
Yeah.
Jinx. But yeah, these are nice too. All right.
I like them. Right. Rocking them Air Force Ones.
Got me 4 pair. These look weird already. What is that metal part?
Just an extra tag they decided to add on. Nothing special to it exactly.
Wait,
but
are these the NBAs?
These are the
official
Air Force
NBAs.
One NBA edition 07.
That's so funny because you can see, like, they put the NBA tag on the tongue upside down, but like whenever if you're actually wearing the shoe, you're the one that gets to see the NBA logo properly.
Yeah.
And the same thing with the Nike logo too. It's upside down, but for
toe.
you wearing the shoe, you would see it correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, that plate on the side is just crazy looking.
It's a little different. It's got a little protector tag on.
And then yeah, because then it just, I mean, it's kind of covering the swoosh in my opinion. But I mean, even though it's supposed to be part of the swoosh,
yeah,
it's I don't know. It kind of makes it look like it's being covered up a little bit. In my opinion.
To me, it stands out. Like, so when you're walking down, that's what flashes. That's what blings at people. So you know, it makes them look at it. That's all I see about that.
But then you got like
that
the nice
extra flash,
the black leather that's got that crackle look like we saw on the white before, and then back here we got like this gray patch too that has the NBA logo as well. And then you got the Nike Air, tag, and it's kind of like
it's whitened out back tag,
and it's like pressed into it too.
Yeah,
it's like embossed.
It's embossed into it. Yes.
Right? And then it's Nike Air obviously on the inside and. On the back tab and it actually says.
I personally thought these were pretty unique and different.
The tongue's actually pretty cool too because it's not all leather. It's like got this mesh to it, like all the way through.
Yeah, it makes it look breathable.
Yeah. And then
this is gum sole.
Yeah, gum, right?
This is considered a gum sole.
So that's what the tan, like that tan or whatever. This is like a gum rubber. It's like the original. It's what rubber looks like before you process it, really.
For the most part, yes.
And then just the white midsole.
Nice white, basic midsole with a
but
nice.
It's still got the crackle like effect almost that the leather has as well.
Leather.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
I like them.
These are definitely very easily worn. You can put maxis with anything. Obviously, they're
nice basic coloring,
mostly black.
And it just shows your pride for the NBA.
Tiny bit of gray. Yeah, exactly. My favorite thing about this is the upside down part though, so where it's like whenever you're wearing
when you're actually wearing them, the logo is prevalent to you. The
and
swoosh
the Nike symbol, the Nike
at the
swoosh,
bottom of the toe there.
I definitely like that a lot.
It's prevalent to you. That's pretty nice. All right, this one's a little different. Show off the box a little bit real quick.
Okay.
All right, this is part of Nike's Move to Zero program, where everything they're trying to do is 20% recycled material. And so the box literally came to me like this, and once we open it, we'll show you there's not even paper inside.
Yeah. So when you open it, literally, it's just straight shoes.
It's straight shoes. This is how it came to me.
So I'll let you have that one so you can read that little tag.
All right.
And so what is the Zero program again, exactly?
The Move to Zero program is made with at least 20% recycled material. And you'll be able to tell, like in the bottom of the sole here, when you look at the sole, it's got that weird little speckly pattern to it. That's usually your tell for recycled rubber. Yeah. For most times.
Because they're like taking all the different types of rubber and mixing them all together into one thing.
And then encompassing it back into this sole.
Okay.
And then the other bit is I
feel like these are a little hard, more rigid.
Yeah.
Like they're not as soft. But they have
a slight gummy feel to them. But talking about the material on them, so they had done this even with a recycled woven fiber.
Okay.
Is what they also used.
It looks nice.
And so they made it do a semi-cord pattern is what they did with it. And so I really like it. It's a nice gray camo with a couple little like dark black spots to it.
Like it's weird to say, but like when you're holding it in person, it's actually got like this layered 3D effect almost to the actual fibers.
They wanted to make it look like cords.
Yeah.
So that's what it looks like. It looks like a corded material.
So like even like if you look right here, like this green looks like it's layered on top of the black, which is layered on top of the gray. So it's
you're talking about the stitching on the green. Yeah, the stitching
so it's
on
like,
the green.
It's got like this like 3D effect to it. And then I love it's actually different for his shoe and this shoe. So I like the way that the stitching goes into the swoosh and over the swoosh. And then like this side, it's kind of like that, but his is all over it on that side, and I don't even know what the other side.
And the
Oh, the other side
just
doesn't
a
even
little
have
bit,
anything.
but just a little bit at the toe, front
That's
toe box.
cool. But yeah, I like it a lot. I like the way that like it goes right over it, straight into the, and it even goes over the stitching of the swoosh stitching, like all the way around. That's cool.
Yep, it covers up the entire bit of where they embroidered it onto.
It's like it's ticking over,
really
like
nice.
some radioactive, like camo.
Green camo.
I like it. I like it a lot.
And then the inside sole's a nice vibrant green. I like that.
Nike Air on the inside, not on the back tab this time. And okay, it does say it.
And it says
on
Air Force.
the back right there. And then also on the tongue. Nike
Air Force One.
Air Force One. Nike Air Force One.
Yeah.
So I like this a lot.
Very comfortable.
And
I love
the
the Air
fact that
Force
they are
brand.
recycled makes them even better. And then they need to figure out how to do all of this stuff, man. Like a lot of the packaging and stuff, the way that companies do things is unnecessary, especially
the majority of stuff.
Yeah. So if we can cut down on waste and everything like that and help save the earth, I'm all for that. So
that'd be great. That's what we've got for today.
All right. Well, remember, until next time, nice to be important, more important to be nice.
Check y'all later. Have a good evening.
Thanks for watching our video, guys. There's more over here if you like where that came from.
Remember, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. We'll catch you later.